Hey everyone, Charlene Ortiz here. I just wanted to do a quick video just to update you guys on what's been going on with me. Um, it's like 2:30 in the morning and I can't sleep because I'm not feeling well. I'm having a lot of abdominal and chest pain. Well, it's getting better, but I was just really uncomfortable and a lot of pain. And so I figured I've been wanting to film for a really long time just to let you guys know what's been happening recently. But I just don't feel well enough. I'm too tired. So I thought, well, I'll just do a video right now since I can't sleep. But unfortunately, several weeks ago, I went back into the hospital. I apologize, guys. I'm holding my phone with my hand, so I'm going to do my best to try to keep it steady. But I ended up back in the hospital several weeks ago, and I was in there for 5 days. And unfortunately, it turned out that I had pneumonia, which is very strange for me because I've always had a very strong immune system. I mean, I haven't even had the flu in years. So I think a lot of it had to do with the fact that before I went into the hospital, I was vomiting and having a lot of stomach issues. My food was going right through me. I wasn't holding it down my food. So obviously, when your gut is messed up, it does affect your immune system tremendously. So I was in the hospital for 5 days. And what was really kind of frightening about this time is the night that I went into the hospital, I started just getting a lot of body ache and pain, and I was moaning and just really, really uncomfortable and a lot of pain. So my husband, took me to the emergency room. And when we got there, I was completely incoherent. I didn't remember my name. I couldn't remember my birthday. I couldn't remember my address. And to be honest with you guys, it was absolutely terrifying um, for my mind, to not be able to remember and process information that's the most basic information anybody could ever know is their name and their birthday. And at the time, I was aware enough to know that I couldn't remember these things. So that has never happened to me before. And it really was scary because when you can't control your mind or you feel like you're losing it, it's a really scary feeling. Well, anyway, the first 2 nights I was in the hospital, I don't remember hardly at all. Like just little snippets and bits and pieces. I think they had me on Ativan um, while I was there for a couple days, but finally, the third day, I was starting to feel more like myself and a lot more coherent. I could talk and actually have a conversation with somebody. So the last 3 days that I was there wasn't as bad, and obviously I did progress and get better. And they were just pumping me with antibiotics, probiotics, potassium, like magnesium. I just, I needed everything. My body was just absolutely in pieces. So, another really bizarre thing that I had to do, which was kind of creepy, I've never done before, is a blood transfusion because my iron levels and my hemoglobin was really, really low. So, the day that I left, before I left, I needed to do a blood transfusion. And it's definitely a very in-depth process. Um, there were two nurses involved, to make sure everything was double checked and the right blood type and all that stuff. And then, they brought in the packet of blood. And I don't know if any of you guys have ever gotten a blood transfusion that wasn't during surgery or anything, but watching like somebody else's blood go into my body was really kind of creepy. But anyway, it was just a bizarre experience. Um, So that I'd had a blood transfusion, and then finally went home that night. When I got home, I was feeling better, obviously not 100%, but I was feeling better. And for the first time in months, I was actually able to go out with my husband to the store. And again, I just feel like I've been in a time capsule since I got sick in May. And when we got to the store, there was all this Halloween stuff up, and I was like, what the hell is this? The last time I was in the store, there was Memorial Day decorations and all that stuff. And now it's Halloween. Like I don't know, guys. It was just a weird feeling just to feel like I've just been so disconnected from the real world for so long because I've been so sick. But I started feeling better, but I kind of started going downhill again. And I'm supposed to see my doctor on Tuesday, but unfortunately, I'm having some issues with my car. So I got to take my car in, and I don't feel comfortable driving it all the way to Vegas. With the the rattling sound that I've been hearing, and I'm just hoping it's not going to be an expensive repair because we're really struggling right now because my husband hasn't really been able to work. Obviously, I can't work, and because he needs to be there, especially because on this property, because we're living off grid, there's certain things that need to be done regularly. Um, and he's the one that has to do those things. I can't do it, like filling our water tank, cleaning the solar panels, just a lot of stuff. And I need him there even just to cook food for me sometimes if I'm in a lot of pain. But I've been I'm not doing well. I've been vomiting a lot of my meals. I'm sorry not to get too, gross, but um, for probably about a week, it seemed like every time I ate, I threw up. The last few days haven't been as bad. Today, I didn't vomit yesterday, but I did today one time at the end of the day after eating soup and like a half an English muffin. Like that's all I ate. So that's been really discouraging and disheartening. And I've also been getting like an incredible amount of pain after eating sometimes. And the pain is excruciating. It's in my chest, it's in my stomach. And sometimes I feel like I can't take it. And like, um, I think it was yesterday, I had a really, really bad episode where I was in so much pain that I started crying. And I usually don't cry when I'm in pain, especially because since I was a child, I haven't known what it's like to live a day without pain since I was 10 years old. So I don't typically cry, but this pain got so bad I started crying. And it wasn't just because of the pain. A lot of it was I'm just so emotionally drained and done with being sick, with not being able to get back to a normal life, not being able to exercise again, and gain the weight back that I've lost. And like now it's getting colder in here in Vegas, and because I think I've mentioned this before, but for those of you that aren't familiar with the desert, in the winter it gets cold, like freezing cold in the winter time. So I started wearing my pants for the first time this week, and they just are falling off me. And it's just all the muscle that I've lost, just all that hard work, commitment, discipline, over the past 27 years. And it's like it's gone now. So I'm hoping that tomorrow I'll be feeling better. Today wasn't as bad. I'm hoping that so I can use my spinning bike. Because as I told you guys, we got a really nice spinning bike, a total gym, a $1,500 total gym for 200 bucks. And I want to use, like, I'm excited to use these things, and I haven't really been able to use them since we got them. So, it's definitely, my recovery has definitely not been what I hoped it would be, and certainly not what my surgeon said it would be. He told me that this surgery was going to be a life-changing surgery, that after the surgery I would be able to eat whatever I want, and that my life would drastically improve. Well, my life has gotten worse since the surgery. I've been in the hospital more times, in this in just a few months than I ever have been in my life. Well, actually that's not true. When I was had my pancreatic tumor when I was 11, I was constantly in and out of the hospital, but that's how I feel now, that I'm just in and out of the hospital. And I almost feel like I'm back to where I was when I was, a child. So I'm really trying hard not to lose hope, lose faith. I'm really trying hard, just to um, just again, just be hopeful, and be confident that I'm gonna get back to a normal life. That this isn't gonna be forever. Um, I don't know. Maybe there's just adjustments my body's still making, because it was major surgery. Um, I don't know. My surgeon told me that by September, October, I should be feeling fully recovered. Well, I don't even feel close to that. So it really has been a difficult summer, a difficult year, because I still need to share with you guys like a lot of things that happened this year. But it really has been a challenging year for us. In some ways, it's been incredibly exciting. Obviously, we got our land and our bus, and we're building it and renovating it. I do want to give you guys a tour when I'm feeling better. Um, but it is under construction, so keep that in mind. Things are still everywhere while as Saul is, building stuff and doing the electrical, like all that stuff. So there are still things kind of everywhere. Like we did the laundry about a week ago, and there's just laundry everywhere that I haven't put away. So I want to clean up the bus a little bit, make it a little more presentable before I give you guys a tour. But yeah, and I want to give you guys a tour of our land, our property, so in that sense, it's been very exciting for us. And I'm really grateful, for what we have, like what we have is something that I still thought was going to be a long way down the road, for us. But so anyway, that's what's been going on with me. And my plans to document my progress and, getting better and stronger again obviously hasn't worked out at this point. And, but I'm planning on doing that, and I still don't want to lose hope, that I'm going to be able to work out again and film that for you guys. And, just so that, to help motivate you guys, and just so you can see, the struggles that I'm dealing with right now. Um, and I want you guys to be able to see me go from where I am now to where I was again, or even better. I want you guys to be able to witness that, experience that with me. So if you're in a really difficult place right now, physically or even emotionally, that, maybe it'll encourage you that you can push through. And um, but so, again, hopefully, um, my body again is just kind of adjusting to my how my digestive system is now. But yeah, it's just been really difficult to keep my spirits up. But the reality is that I can either get depressed, let myself go into this, just spiral downwards, or I can try to have um, just a positive attitude. And I hate saying positive attitude because that sounds so generic, but I don't really know how else to put it, but just to, feel confident that I am going to get back to where I was, and that you guys will be able to watch me as I work, as I try to work to get there. But yeah, so my husband and I, we wanted to celebrate our anniversary this month. There's a really nice Italian restaurant I've been wanting to check out forever in Vegas, and I made reservations and everything. But now I don't know if we can go because what if I can't eat anything, you know? And not only that, even financially, I'm wondering if we should wait till next month before we, spend money on something like that. But I really want to recognize our 20-year anniversary because we've been through a lot, and I just feel like it's an incredible accomplishment, that we've made it this far. And not just that we've made it, but we still love each other. We still love to be around each other. I mean, yeah, we fight, we bicker, and sometimes our fights can get crazy. I'm not gonna lie, because we both have very strong personalities, and we can both be very stubborn. We can both get very loud. Um, but for the most part, in general, we do have a great marriage. And the other day, when I was just feeling so sick and just this incredible pain, my husband, he was in the trailer because he has his little woodworking shop. All his tools, his saw, everything is set up in there. And he heard me moaning, and he just came and sat next to me, and he started crying, because I know for him, I know he feels very powerless, and to see somebody that you love in pain, and just, in desperation for it to stop, um, that's a very powerless feeling. But he did exactly what I needed him to do. He did the only thing he really could do. It just sit there with me, and just be there with me. So I'm not alone, when I'm going through it. So, I'm so grateful for that. And you know what, guys, like I said in my last video, just the love, the patience, my husband has displayed since I've been sick has just been incredible to me. And it's not like, he's not like that, but I've never been where I am now in our marriage. Never. Where I literally need almost everything done for me. I've never been in this place. And he is just taking it on, um, and just really trying to, make me feel like I'm being taken care of and that I'm loved. And, I'm so grateful for that. I was watching, I'm sorry, I got to talk about some gossip, some drama, because I do keep up with Amber Lynn. There's only two channels that I watch now when it comes to like Amber Lynn. Foodie Beauty, I don't know. She doesn't really interest me, so she's not someone I really like. If I see that Alex is Shook did a video on her, yeah, I probably won't watch it, but I will watch the ones on Amber Lynn. But I like Alex is Shook, and I like Karina Kaboom. Um, right now, that they're the only two reaction channels that I watch. And I like the fact that Alex doesn't really get emotionally invested. He just is there to react to the videos, tell us what's going on, make his funny little comments. I don't know. I adore him. I just think he's so funny and adorable, and I love Alex. But and I think Karina Kaboom is really funny. I don't always agree with some of the things that she says. I do feel like many of the reaction channels, some things she can be kind of nitpicky about, but in general, I do enjoy her videos. I think I like her energy. I think they're funny. Um, but so I've been keeping up with her and Becky and Wifey and or Wipey. But one person that I've been keeping up with too is Life by Jen. I know she's in the hospital right now having health challenges, but I gotta tell you, man, that woman just absolutely disgusts me. She is such a despicable, disgusting, dishonest, narcissistic piece of trash. And so is her piece of trash boyfriend, Gene, who is only using her so he doesn't have to work. So he has a place to live and he can live off of her disability, because her fat ass refuses to get out of that wheelchair and try to do anything to improve her life situation. And our tax dollars are paying for her being in the hospital right now, for horrible choices that she's made. Our tax dollars are paying for her to be on disability, for her to be in that wheelchair. Our tax dollars are paying for her to be nothing but a lazy slob all day long, show her stupid little keto hauls that obviously she's not doing because she just gets fatter every time I see her. She said she lost 80 pounds in the hospital. I don't believe that for 1 second. She looks bigger. She looks bigger and fatter than I've ever seen. She looks like she's pushing 700 pounds. But she's such a liar. And people send her money. People send this disgusting, lazy slob money for doing nothing and for making horrible choices. And that terrifies me, that there are people out there that are that stupid and ignorant and would use their hard earned money towards someone like her. For God's sake, if you want to donate money, donate it to a good cause. Donate it to your local ASPCA, your local humane society. That's what I do. I donate $10 a month to the local animal shelter here because I've gotten 3 animals from that shelter, and they take good care of the animals. And but I give them $10 a month. So I would much rather give $10 a month to my local shelter than to give it to Amber Lynn to be a member. And then when Amber Lynn does her live streams, of course they're garbage, they're boring. She has nothing to say. I mean, she's just not a, she just has a useless life. I mean, what can she really talk about? And people complaining that, oh, I'm paying this membership fee and you're canceling live streams or postponing. Well, Amber Lynn, she's lazy. She doesn't give a shit about her audience. Like, you guys know this. I don't feel sorry for the people that paid membership to her. Like, knowing the type of person that she is, like, why would you send her money? Like, your hard-earned money, you go to work every day, work hard for that money, and you send it to Amber Lynn. You're going to send it to Life by Jen. You're going to give it to Becky because she's too lazy to go out and work, to get whatever repairs she needs on her car. So she starts a GoFundMe, which to me was really cringy. That she's basically just using the fact that Amber Lynn pretty much gave her all these subscribers. It's not something, if Becky just had her own channel and she was just, somebody nobody knew, nobody would watch her videos. She just, in my opinion, she's just a very boring, uninteresting person. And there's nothing about her that would make me want to watch a video of hers. Like, I don't get it. I don't get it. Why people, um, decide to give money, to these people just for being, because they're lazy, because they've made horrible choices. I don't know. But anyway, those are some of the things I have been keeping up on. Those are some of my thoughts on it, obviously. So you guys know how I feel. But I don't know. And as someone that suffers from chronic illness and is, dealing with a lot of sickness right now that's not my fault. It is infuriating to look at someone like Life by Jen in the hospital, otherwise has a healthy body, with no chronic illnesses, no issues. Does she have cancer? I don't know. I've never known anybody that's had cancer for like 7 years that the cancer didn't spread or they didn't get it. I mean, do you guys know anyone that's had cancer for 7 years and without treatment, because apparently she can't get any treatment because she's so fat. Um, so I don't know anyone that's had cancer for 7 years without treatment, and the cancer hasn't gotten worse. Like, I don't know, guys. I mean, accusing somebody of lying of cancer, of having cancer, is definitely a serious accusation, but we know she's a liar. And, she lies about everything, especially to get sympathy and money from people. So I don't know. I wouldn't put it past her for lying about something like that. But, I'm not her doctor. I don't know her medical records, but it just, to me, doesn't add up. So I don't know. But anyway, guys, I didn't mean to go off on that much of a tangent about these ridiculous people. But again, I guess I just feel passionately about the horrible choices that they make in their life when they have an otherwise healthy body, that I would give anything to have a body that's normal, with no chronic illness, no ailments, no stupid, things that are just start popping up, and like the surgery that I had, that the condition afferent loop syndrome is very random and incredibly rare. For people, even people with the Whipple procedure like I had, it's incredibly rare to develop afferent loop syndrome late, even 30 something years down the road. And my doctor said that I was a very obscure case. And it's just like, why? Why do I have to get all these stupid random illnesses that nobody gets? And, so I would give anything to have a body that is functions and doesn't have any ailments, that just, I don't know, just happen randomly. But yeah, those women, they just infuriate me. All of them, even Becky, because she really needs to lose weight and she needs to take care of herself, and she's made horrible choices, but anyway, guys, so yeah, so anyway, I as soon as I'm able to start working out, get back to something of a normal something, I do want to record more often, upload more videos, and just kind of document, um, my progress and what I'm doing. And, I mean, obviously, there's, I haven't really made progress, so there's really nothing for me to film or talk about, unless it's just me being in bed, trying to do simple things like the dishes, if I can. I can stand that long, whatever. But all right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning in to my ramblings. I really appreciate your time and attention. Thank you for all of you that leave comments. Again, even if my video doesn't get many views and I just get a few comments, they're always encouraging, uplifting, and they really help keep me going. They really do. Your comments mean a lot to me. I really appreciate them, and they really lift my spirits. So thank you just for taking the time just to comment and, leave words of encouragement, because I really need that right now. But all right, guys, remember, take care of yourself, protect yourself physically and emotionally. Don't forget, your health is your most valuable asset. Invest in it. Bye bye.